Right, it is the dope dad himself coming up first. That's right, Rico Lamitte, who is constantly or was constantly in a war with the internet gangbanging cartel. He has escaped salvation and is a witness protection program somewhere on the internet. What do you have for us this morning, Rico Lamitte?
Yes, I'm in witness protection somewhere in an Asian community in South Corridor of Los Angeles right now. Can't tell you guys where, but you can probably geolocate me with all this damn internet browsing and spying on the people that Joe Biden's America pushes on us. But I'm not going to get into that. Today, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency and cannabis. On its surface, cryptocurrency seems like a perfect payment method for bridging the processing gap between a federally illegal yet locally legal product like cannabis. Blockchain technology allows for full documentation through ledgered transactions. I'm dying today. Completed by anonymous users. You'd think it'd be a natural fit to replace cash transactions in a cash-only establishment operating within an increasingly cashless world. But the SEC seems to think otherwise, and even though not having a legal credit card option for retail payment processing is a problem for both consumers and businesses alike, the issue is something that the entire industry continues to struggle with, and one that led to Northern California retailer Smokeland to beta testing a cryptocurrency loophole that seemed like a viable solution just a few weeks back. The idea was that consumers would purchase crypto with their cards and not cannabis. Crypto was immediately used to purchase cannabis, and they'd then cash back out with crypto once more, leading credit processors to see the transaction as a crypto purchase, not buying cannabis. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, and Smokeland hoped to do a full-scale launch of the service this month, just in time for 420. But in an unfortunate update yesterday via TechCrunch, the test failed, with Smokeland's director of marketing and e-commerce, Jeff Dillon, stating that upon further review, the workaround could potentially be seen as bank fraud, and as a result, their processing partner terminated the shop's relationship. If the story seems familiar, it's because it happened to other tech-forward players in the industry too. This is just the first time a retailer publicized trying and failing to use a stored value option for customers to bypass cash at dispensaries by buying gift cards and other obscure objects to indirectly use credit to buy weed. With crypto, specialized dispensary POS Posabit offered a purchase by credit option a while back, but it quietly backed off of that plan, and the option disappeared from its list of features months ago. Digital delivery giant Ease tried it back in 2021 using the Circle stablecoin USDC as a placeholder for credit value, successfully processing over $50 million in transactions using the loophole. Ease's massive success put the company on the radar of the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York, leading to a landmark case where prosecutors deemed in a scathing memorandum, the scheme involved the deception of virtually all participants in the payment processing network, including issuing banks and credit unions in the United States and Visa, MasterCard, through the use of merchant names, fake merchant locations, fake descriptions of merchant activities, and fake merchant descriptors. And that Ease's founders also worked with and directed others to apply incorrect merchant category codes to the marijuana transactions in order to disguise the nature of those transactions and create false appearance that the transactions were completely unrelated to marijuana. But Smokeland doesn't really seem too fazed by the setback. Dillon said it'll now be moving forward with a bank-sponsored merchant service solution, allowing users to pay by credit card once again, emphasizing the ability to process credit as a significant strategic advantage for their retail operation. He wisely stopped short of revealing who they'd be using as a base bank for the process, or giving any details on how it really work. But hey, going fast and breaking things on the road to riches is a process as American as, well, America. I'm not sure the decision to keep testing banking loopholes in a federally illegal industry or allowing a major tech blog to give live updates on each trial run's success or failure. I don't think that's really the attention an operator wants these days with all the recent scrutiny on risk-heavy Silicon Valley tied banks, but I guess all press is good press. And long as they stay in business and no one from their team ends up getting locked up, you got to give them credit for having the balls to keep trying. And finally, in this specific situation, I think it's only fair for me to allow my esteemed conservative colleagues, Jason Beck and Gretchen Gailey, to give their obligatory 3-word response as a solution to Smokeland and other operators tempted to add unnecessary risk to their businesses via untested banking loopholes. Go ahead and do it.